Hello my fashion lovers, welcome to today's tutorial. Today we are going to be looking at how to cut a high and low blouse. High and low blouse, meaning that the front is going to be low while the back is going to be high. High low blouse. Please, if you have not subscribe to my channel. It is free. Like and comment and share my videos, please. And if you have any question, please ask in the comments section. All right, let's begin. To begin, I'm going to use the bust measurement as the starting point. The bust I'm working with is 46. What you divide it by 4 is going to give me 11. So I will look for 11 here. This is my 11. So I'll be starting from there. Mark a straight line. And I'll cross check. On this point, I'm going to take my shoulder measurement, and the shoulder measurement I'm working with is 19.5. What you divide it by 2, is going to give you 9.75. So I'll impute my 9.75 here. This is my 9.75 for the shoulder measurements. And the neck I'm working with is 3.5 inches. I'll mark it here. 3.5 inches for the width, and for the length, I'm taking 3 inches. And I'll connect. On this shoulder line, I'm going to take 1 inch shoulder slope. And I'm going to take 9 inches for the armhole. Take 9 inches for the armhole measurement. And from here, I'm going to connect my shoulder slope of 1 inch. From here, we're going to determine the length. The front length I'm working with is 28. So from here, I'm going to mark 28 plus 1 inch sewing allowance, making it 29. And I will take it round, 29. Take it round, 29. I'm going to stop here, then take it round. I'm going to give it a curve. That is the length I'm working with. Now I'm going to impute the bust. The bust measurement I'm working with is 46. 46 divided by 4 will give me 11. I'll impute it here. Plus 2 inches sewing allowance, give me here. On this armhole, I'm going to get the midpoint, which is 4. 4. From the midpoint, I'm going to connect to the bust measurement. Because this is the front part. This is the front part. From this middle part, I'm going to come in by 1/2 inch to avoid folds on the sleeve. And I'm going to connect. From here, I'll connect to the shoulder. This is for the front measurements. To take the waist measurement is 17 for the length, and the waist measurement I'm working with is 42. 42 divided by 4. 42 divided by 4 will give me 10 1/4. I'm going to add 2 inches sewing allowance. And on the down parts, okay, from here, I'll connect from here. Connect to here. And from here, I'll connect to the down parts. From the bust line, connect to the waist, to the down parts. Now we're going to cut. Now I'm going to cut. With this, I'm going to use it to cut the front. The front part is going to have a little slit. It's going to have a slit. So I'll measure 3 inches. I'll measure 3 inches from the neck. I'll open it. With this, I'm going to place to cut the back, which is going to be longer than the front parts. To cut the back, you're still going to throw it the same way you did to the front. Just throw it like this. And I will place the front here. For this client wants her own to have a zip at the back, but for this style you don't need a zip, but she wants a zip. So I'm going to leave 1 inch zip allowance. I will extend this part. Leave 1 inch zip allowance for her. Leave 1 inch zip allowance. On the down part, I will extend it because I want it to flow a little. I want it to flow. So I'm going to take the back measurement is going to be 32. So from here, from this neckline, I'll measure 32 plus 1 inch sewing allowance, 33. So this is my 33. This is my 33. My 1 inch zip allowance. For the neck, I'll be taking, for the width is still going to be the same, but for the length, I'll be taking, for the length, I'm going to be taking 1.5 inch. That will connect. And I'll mark 1 inch for the zip allowance. So I'm going to connect from this place. I'm going to connect from the end part of the front one. I'm going to connect it. Connect it to the length. For the back. Connect from here. The sides are going to be equal, but the back is going to drop. Very simple. Now I'm going to cut. Now I'm going to cut. For the armhole, I'm going to cut from here. Now I'm going to notch the zip allowance. You can actually sew this clothes without the zip, but this person wants a zip, so that's why I'm putting a zip. As long as you have the slit, there's a slit at the front, your neck must pass it. It must enter your neck. But because she wants a zip, that's why I'm putting a zip. I'm going to open up the back parts. Now I'm going to cut the facing. I'm going to cut the facing for the front and for the back. To cut the facing, I'll just fold my fabric. fold the fabric and put. Place the fabric and cut. I'm going to open up this the same way I opened the front. Now I'm going to trim off this where I want it to stop. So this is going to be my facing for the front. If you like, you iron interfacing on it. If you like, you can sew it like this. And I'm going to reduce these parts. I'm going to cut the back facing too. For the back facing, fold your fabric and put the main fabric to cut. Now I'm going to cut. The back, I will just leave it straight like this. To sew it, I'll go to the machine, sew this zip allowance, sew it down. To sew it, I'm going to take it to the machine and I'm going to take the front parts, take the facing for the front, and I'll place it right side facing the right side. I'm going to sew it down. I'm going to sew it using 1/2 inch. I'll sew it and flip it to the back. Let me sew it and show you. I've finished attaching the facing to the neck. Finish attaching the facing. I weaved out the down part of it. Now I'm going to join the back. I'm going to join the back with the zipper allowance that I left. Join the zip allowance, then join the front and the back at the shoulder parts. Now I'm going to join the two shoulders. The fronts will be facing each other. I'm going to hold it like this and so I'm going to mash it like this and sew it down. The same with the other side. Join it together at the shoulder part and mash it down. Now I've finished joining it on the shoulder. I'm going to cut the sleeve. Cut the sleeve, and I want to fix the sleeve before I mash it down with the sewing allowance. Let's cut the sleeve. To cut the sleeve, fold your fabric, and I'm going to take the sleeve length. The sleeve length I'm working with is 15. I'll make it 16. 1 inch sewing allowance. $16 is going to be my starting point. And for the cap sleeve, I'm going to take 4 inches. For the cap height. Cap height, I'm taking 4 inches. And from here, I'll find the middle. And I'll rule a straight line. Then I'm going to, the round sleeve circumference I'm working with is 15. When I divide 17, when I divide it by 2, it's going to give me 8.5. So I will place my 8.5 here and take my 2 inches sewing allowance. For the elbow, where the sleeve is going to stop, the round sleeve is 13 divided by 2 will give me 6.5. And I'll add 2 inches sewing allowance and I'll connect. And from here, from this middle, I'm going to mark it up, then go down. Please, if you have any question, ask in the comment section. Now I'm going to cut. With this, I'm going to use it to cut the second one. Now I'm going to shape it using my round sleeve measurements. I'm going to shape the round sleeve measurement I'm working with. For the distant part is 13. 13 divided by 2 will give me 6.5. It's 6.5, but she doesn't want it fitted, so I will add 1 inch to it. So I will just shape with half inch. The round sleeve measurement is 17 inches. When I divide it by 2, 17 divided by 2 give me 8.5. I'll mark it 8.5. And I'll connect it. I will connect it. For this side, when marking, I used 2 inches sewing allowance, so I will just use 1 inch to shape. Because it's not a fitted blouse, I'll just use 1 inch and shape it down. That is the same thing I'm going to do to the other side. After sewing it, this is how it's going to appear. You just get your, this is how it's going to appear. Then fold the down part and iron it out. I'll place it on the mannequin for you to see. If you have any question, please ask in the comment section. Please subscribe because I post videos, sewing videos every day of the week. So subscribe, put on your notification bell to be notified anytime I post a video. Thank you very much.